Ooh. JESKAI Gaming. We're bombing today. We're eating well because we're opening bombs. Otherwise, I would take another bomb. This card is pretty dope as well. We could just go in this order. First pick, second pick, third pick, fourth. Arena just orders the picks for you. I mean, there's not much to talk here. Take the bomb and run. So we could do this. We could take the land is kinda. The land is pretty good pick here because it just lets us splash then, and we could maybe go either straight JESKAI or still. There's a pack beast, by the way. So we could go one of these two directions, which are really powerful, kinda cards that you always want to play in like this is an aggro route, this is a 5-color route. But we could also just take a land. Yeah, there's a scale as well, that's true. I think in Boros you'd rather have pack beast than X-Scale. But if we go more control-y, then X-Scale is better. Well, now I'm on Relic probably over X-Scale. Although we could be straight up JESKAI. But man, Relic is so good. Like, Relic is just makes things easier. But sometimes being straightforward is also has its qualities. Yeah, I know there's X-Scale. I know there's X-Scale. Could take that. But if we end up in 5 colors and don't have Relic, I'm gonna regret this pick. But yeah, we could go straight up more focused. I don't know. There's a globe, there's a sweep. No dragons yet. I like sweep and JESKAI a lot if we go more low to the ground. Dude, the relic is one of like it's maybe better than a lot of rares in a dragon deck or in a 5-color deck. And same goes for the globe. But then it's a you need to make a speculation. Do you go there or not? I think sweep is really good. If we're just gonna draft out straight up JESKAI, I like sweep. Ooh, okay, maybe we're more focused. Maybe we're more focused. Yeah, but like the signals are not clear until like picks 5 to 7, right? So like I think it's reasonable to take a relic because it's the best non-rare for an archetype. Does that make sense? You just spec in case you end up in that archetype. Now we kind of lucked out, I think, because white is so open. And usually you don't want to be white with a relic, like main at least. I'm a big fan of the counter spells. This for like a more pilish. But if we go straight up JESKAI, I'm just taking Denial. No, Rebuke is super replaceable. Easy land. Blue. This would be... well, we can be almost 3 colors with this mana. I'd rather have a land than Devotee here. It looks like more we can go grindier with Revelation. Ubergate. We can still build it as a normie aggro deck and play this at the top end. It's fine. Like you get to 7 mana, it finishes the games. Devotee is still such a better 2-drop than Agent. Could go Mardu Splash Revelation. That's a late lion wait, but I think that ship has sailed. Brigade is a good card. Strike is fine. No, I think it's good, yeah, but I mean right now we're maybe building a bigger deck still. FAG you need to be really focused. But yeah, if you get the double spell stuff, I kinda liked it. And play that if we need removal. Actually, our colors are not really like black is there, but I don't know. Like green also is completely cut, but I guess that's gonna be pretty normie here. There's no dragons, but globe wheel. That's weird. Like there was not a single dragon. I'm still taking it. Maybe we find some dragons. Tramps into Revelation. There's a creature. A land wield anyhow. Ooh. Basto. I guess we're Boros. Boros main. This card is insane. Often gets a land in this format for a turn. Hopefully effigy wheels. The Woti I would be happy about. These cards obviously, but I don't expect Pack Beast to wheel. More bombs. Whenever you're aggro, an offensa is so brutal. There's a land, but that's it. Otherwise, this pack has not much for us. I do like a forecaster in the right deck. And we have a globe, but no dragons yet. This can find you the 5 mana 3/3, which I would play with globes and this, but okay. We're doing that now. Because rares. These are the cards I wanna play. Denial is questionable on the splash. We could play current if we don't have other removal. Oh, we have one dragon. True, true, true. Is it just the Voti here? Where there could we could just take a land as well. I mean, snare is good. I guess we don't have like we could replace that. Take snare, I guess. Not really black, so the Voti is premium, but I would still play it in JESKAI. It's way better than Mardu though, for obvious reasons, because it fixes for those colors. Okay, but this is on the splash, so we need to make sure our mana works. I think Disciple is great though. There's a 2-drop. White will end up on the splash. I could see that. I mean, even Kirin late can be okay. I'm still taking Disciple. We'll make it work. Just take a land here. Pack is well. I like if I focus the mind, but we have our card advantage. Like even an offensa can be counted as a card advantage sometimes if you time it well. But this is card advantage. This is almost card advantage. But it's a good pack for a land. Who both are actually really good, but huh. This is it's actually super close because we need early plays, and this would like both of these were fulfilled that, but I don't know. Our mana is great, and this is a pretty bomby card if you pull it off. Double removal, double 2-drop on 5. And even at 3/3 first strike, it's fine. But I think that pick was relatively close there. We need to go cheaper. Practitioner potentially, but not double spelling well. It's not great, but I don't know. I had trouble sometimes when it grows dealing with that. So here we probably gotta take. We could take one of the 2 draws, but I think we still take a land here. So we cast these earlier, and then we need to go all in on the cheap plays because it looks like we're straight up 3 colors. Okay, the OT wheels, but there's wow. Look at this pack. What do we take here? I mean, the FAG is not the greatest here. This is a better 2-drop than the OT, but the OT fixes. Our mana's not bad though. I'm gonna take the OT. Do you like any of these cards? Maybe the Bellringer. We have a strike already. Not the best strike deck right now. That wheels. That's good for double spelling no matter what. And we have like Disciple now. So I don't want to play that. I probably don't want to play that. We'll see about the other stuff. For the collection. Do you like any of these? We're not a double spell deck yet, so I don't know about strike. Oh, that wheeled. Dragon. It gives us a 2-drop. Maybe makes the globe. We need more dragons for the globe, but we already have a card we want to ramp into. Rare draft. For the gems. No, 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 no. Still need a deck. Easy appraiser here. This might even wheel. The other one wheeled. Should I ever? We didn't take the O3. But there's also the fresh start. I think this deck wants appraiser more. Can always play current as a removal. Take the snake. Another appraiser. Battle Priest is expensive. Kind of found it great in Abzan though. I'll take the Sages. Sage as a house. Good removal, good land, a really good 2-drop as well. We want to go cheaper. But first, I think first Detainment. Kind of want to take it. One drop land. The dragon potentially. Dragon makes the globe potentially playable. I'm just taking a 1-drop. We can double spell with these 1-drops here or here. I think Appraiser is way better still in. I mean, it's good in these decks, but it's way better in grindier piles. Like we still have some synergies, and we need to. We worry about curving out. So Appraiser is not the best curve out card, but yeah, obviously a great value card. Do we need another Devotee? Because otherwise, we have to decide: do we go forever for that plan? Probably. I mean, we're still kind of low on 2s. We can always cut a Duelist. We are Boros main. This is not a great summons deck. Because we're too expensive. So it's either land or Exhale. I'll take a land. Yep, that's a good card. Actually like Serpent to some degree, but I don't think anything makes the cut here. We're staying red-white main. Not going here. We have a Ranger if we want it. Am I playing a trick ever? Probably not. Yeah, 4-3 doesn't. I mean, it also dies to literally everything for being a 4-mana card with a pretty narrow ability. 22. Should we try this out? Maybe the Serpent is just better. This is a removal. Well, this is a questionable removal. Maybe we don't need current. It's 4 mana. So maybe. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 plus 5. This gives us 3, 4, 5, 6 blue. Plus the devotees. We could go like this. Or I could play one more red. Now we have three more slots. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to try some of the cards out, like Master I never played with. But it's really hard to double spell with that in this deck. The technique looks interesting. The Denial is worse than technique here, though. Maybe Strike just to double spell better. Good on an Offensa and good on this. Not great on our 2-drops. Okay on Brigade. Go a little expensive if I add these two. But everything is kind of expensive no matter what we add. Maybe we want another island then. Like that is better than. Well, maybe play technique. We got a mole. That hand is terrible. If I had a white source, I would keep. Okay, better. Way better. 2-drop into 3. We have our mana down, so just ditch that. This is a combo. That's a scam. Well, one is a rare, the other one is a common. What are you gonna take? Bro, you're cheating. Oppo, you're cheating. Blue, so maybe this is better, but I did nice green for this turn. Probably fine green. I'll take that one. Didn't have green. They have green there. I can bounce the dragon. What does... I guess they could have 4 damage or something. We take that. I thought they play a trick in that deck, but who knows? Try to block here and then have Kirin up still. 5 damage. If they do use 5 damage, let me lose a card. In their turn, I mean. If they have 5 damage. I'm gonna pass here. So there's probably no 5 damage. There's their own trick. I think we just let this go. Probably have just a normal damage spell. Nothing. They were just bluffing. I can go for attack, I'll use that, it's not that bad. No, another replay, why would I replay that? They have the mana. It seems like waste of value. They have a lot of power there. But I guess this blocks both. You have a counter for non-creatures. I think we gotta keep that up. I just don't think we can let that resolve. It's super random, but I don't think we let that resolve. So they get value if they have another dragon. Cannot take it, so... But would they ever attack? They have to have something here. But XK doesn't do it. So +3. If they really have +3/+0 or +3/+3, but then they kill that anyhow. Also, why didn't they attack with that then? So it has to be some sort of removal. It doesn't kill this right away. Okay, sure. It's not that devastating. Well, it is bad that they still have the Shrieker, but now we just need to get our good spells removal and we're fine. So this we don't want. Or maybe we want it for the next stuff, but we definitely don't want to bounce that. So this for sure is fine. I guess I could bounce my own Upraiser. That wasn't the worst play, but we need an answer for this thing. Say bigger, because it's more damage this turn. Oh, they're dead next turn either way. You could make, we could justify, I could, like, this could be a justification. Maybe I punted there. It's close. Because also they get a ground creature. They're just dead. It removes a blocker. Gotta keep. We have 2 plays. And a redraw. Wait, the music stopped. What happened? Was music ever there? Maybe I forgot to fire it up. 1 green snakeskin whale? Good to know. When did music stop, Chad? I think I accidentally closed it. I'll still do it. If they have it, they have it. Just to lose a card that way. Don't need it that badly, I guess, the land. Because even if they kill that, they lose a card, so it's not really, it's a 1-for-1. This way it's a 2-for-1. Or a 0-for-1. 1-for-0. How do you call that? Maybe missing a color. Snakeskin whale should ever. Maybe they have it, they have it. They already used one. Denying the mana is pretty good. Okay. This is what, 6 if you don't tap anything down. Okay. Okay, they're not casting it. Wow. Because that card is silly. We have only one answer to a 7 toughness creature in this deck. 2 answers. Sorry. But still, a silly card. Three, four, five, six. We can do this and this actually. No, we need 4. We need 4 power. I can pump something and not attack with it, so we can actually do it. Okay, interesting. That's scary. This doesn't die to the dragon. To the omen. If they have that. They have -X/-X. But I don't want to see that card. Yeah. And get it back? Or do they take the whale? Also attack these 2 and then bounce Kirin, but they will block the token always, right? So we don't get the value there. Oh, it's an open and controls. When you gotta do it. Then maybe I messed up. Probably not killing it would be bad because they just get it back and they can keep on recurring that. Maybe I needed to tap it down. Yeah, I missed the an opponent controls. They go for a land over lifelink. Triple black. No tap was probably correct then. Yeah, I know what was the land idea there. Counters the omen, that doesn't do that much though. I'm gonna wait because tapping the death toucher, or I don't know, we'll see what they play. Something bigger down is better. It's bad. Maybe that's why they played like that. Bro. Yeah, they get lifelink now. Yeah, this attack, but okay. I guess it frees that up. There's so many bombs, like 6, 7, and the mass removal in their deck. They went a little bit overboard in this format, I think. It really makes the experience kinda bad. Might go for red next turn here over Kieran. Unless I get an untapped land. I'll just play the Kieran out as a 2-2. It's fine, next turn we get a dragon. Got the pressure. Oh, they're waiting for me. You know it's a real pile when they're playing 2 drops and all colors. You can build those more focused. Fetch. Oh, imagine if we copy that. You don't get the tokens right away, but we can set up for more tokens. Double a defense that doesn't work. No, it's interesting. Maybe just the 4/4. Or maybe just this and the send, and it adds a big board. But I don't have anything to copy then. Let's go that. It could be anything. They probably have this ability up. Okay, now we can copy the disciple. They really went out of the way to kill our creatures, so I assume they don't have a lot of single removal or 1/1 removal. That's a good one. Problem is this is still out grinding us. Three, four, five. So you have 7 anyhow next turn. Cause I would like this to stay tapped for longer. 3, 4. So they don't have 6 mana. They haven't played anything. They might go here. They have something. That's a good spell. But we can counter stuff, so this is not even bad. You get a 2/2 here as well. Or a 4/4. Just go wider. People, like everybody plays that card. What's happening? I guess if you have a lot of dragons. Because this one is actual value. This one is minus a card on the first side. But yeah, I guess if you really have a lot of dragons. No, this is a counter spell. What? No, Oppo. Let me cast it. I'm gonna mull. I mean, carrying is so much value. I guess no, I'm not ditching a land. I could ditch a land potentially, but because it means we can carry the token away. So we'll need one land to then go. That's fine. I'm not buying the red one, and I tried it multiple times. That's only works in too expensive decks. Yeah, I mean everybody has their own idea of limited. Has its place, maybe versus certain matchups for sure. Or if you don't get there, you need a card like that. That's another thing, right? Like sometimes you just have like enough raw power that you go over the top. But yeah, if you don't have that, you put a card like that in the deck. Bro, the bombs. The bombs. Well, you can also top deck. Do pressure a lot, but kind of want to keep it up. There was an argument to bounce the token as well, but I'd rather counter something that gets them out of this situation. Probably fine. One life, but this deals 4. Tap out. One time. Lava X would do the same. Just saying. It's not as flashy indeed. No, Lava X is cooler, yeah. It's not as cool, it's cooler. Because that's the OG. You cannot be cooler than the OG. Lava X was actually a good limited card in I think Urza's Legacy. You literally picked every Lava X and went phase. There was not much life gain in that set. Now we can get some of our white cards. Can you cycle this on opponent creature? We can. Okay. Okay. There's my untap history probably. I don't know if that works. I should have done it first. I didn't make up my mind, I just attacked. Bro. Well, this one can kill with. I could try to get a basically any land from the top. But if I do this and that, that's safer. That works as well. I think I'm fine if they use it later. I'd rather save the snare. Maybe I just. What if I just attack for 1? Have to have something if they didn't do anything. Could be a flash creature. It's fine. Nice. Probably don't have anything. At this stage... Wait, what's that mana? Why is there no non-basics? Do you go face? Satch. What a sad dragon. One is just ramping. I'll just play this because I want to have lethal next turn. So now creature is not enough. Two life. JESKAI does it again. Okay, we're 4 wins in. Is that ever better? Not really. Oh, you had already. Yeah, chat was guessing that. But it's sick if it's sick if they have a removal here to just play a lantern on offense. Oh, we do have double, right? You cannot live scared. Who knows? These decks usually just are gathering the mana first few turns, so. Which land do we kill? Well, we could play around the counter here. There's nothing that punishes us before attacks, right? We wanna have the dragon. Otherwise, we could make a 2-2. It's not that bad, but. Yeah, but counter versus this is good for us. Or you meaning for the dragon? You cannot double spell, it's a little bit awkward. Maybe the other card was better than the dragon because it gets us a card deeper. Dragon doesn't really attack through. Double white, double blue, double green. Pretty random, huh? Probably next turn we can swing all. If they have nothing, it wouldn't be even that bad this turn, but... It's actually debatable. Is it better to just go all in here? 3, 4, 5, 6. They don't have double blue. Because double blue would mean -3. I mean, one removal is still pretty bad for us. Okay. There's an argument to play that out and scry into a card, but we can also just ditch that. Probably safer. Should be playing a land here. Because of the dragon counter. Sure. We're on 19. You know what was the problem, Oppo? You didn't have any bombs. There were no bombs. Well, the dragon, the Hexproof dragon is pretty bomby though. Yeah, you can twist this perspective of the format no matter what you do. Like you can draft different archetypes, but I think you still need bombs. That's just the reality of this format. Probably still that, but it's kind of interesting to just keep it. But it's awkward if we don't draw lines because like we don't need a scry right now. And then there's double spell application. I'll keep it. Have Disciple as well. This is better for double spelling. This might be good for double spelling later. Oh, it goes into the art. Value. Value. Three mana. They gotta have something now, okay? But now we have enough tempo, so... Dude, this grappler is such a house. And such a fun card to play with also. You always get a different copy. Doesn't work with Snare that well. Needed flash. Okay. Could even just do that. No, it's better to snare. Because this way we have lethal next turn. Well, with other play, we probably have lethal either way, but yeah. Could wait with the OT, but then again, I really want something else on 3. So this would give me this on 3 into... No, but then we have to cast something out, so we just play it in this case. I mean, it's not even the worst to play this as a 3-3. Now it's like, if I go this one on 3, I probably just keep that. Otherwise, is it really a keep? A good card. It is close, because like this is still a good card. It's hard to kill it in these colors. I don't know. I mean, I'd rather copy something we have decent amount of 1-drops. So we basically need a play for next turn. I think it's close to just play it out, but I don't know. I'm gonna go for the greet. Now I regret my decisions. Also drawing terribly. Missed 3 damage. This way. Bounce it open. But I think it made sense with going 2 cards deep, that because we could find a 1-drop, we could find a better setup. I guess this you need to cast still. Genesis, what's up, what's up? How sick is sniper here? Well, we can just kill it. We don't wanna. We probably will have to use a snare on it, which is terrible. We don't wanna discard anything. We'll see. Maybe we draw something weird. Never shuffle first. I mean, the percentages are not that insane here. Do I ever use snare right now? There's also double spell application. But we have then this for our whole turn. I should have done it after blocks, but yeah, okay. Not like there's anything for 1. Already is sick. I mean, there's a lot of bombs that you just trophy with. Do we have any value in the... Still, they mill us. That would be a good draw. That wouldn't be that great of a draw. Well, but Sage is still a good card. Dragon tap. Sure. You wanna bounce that? Wrong order. Play around the counter. Have a dragon. They don't. Oh, because they used it there. Killing it again. Back to top 100. I don't know. I mean, we had busted bombs today, so we're winning whenever we have bombs. We're losing whenever we don't. And I'll say that whenever I'm winning, because I feel less. I mean, it comes out less cringe, but I think that's the reality. This deck without the revelation and like obviously these cards were insane. And then there was an Offensa as well. An Offensa wasn't that great in this deck. It's way better usually and a more hyper aggro build, but yeah, still better than your average card. But we got there. All right, chat. A shorter stream today. I have other stuff to do, so I'm wrapping it up